I kept getting some sort of pump error, so I took the pump out like this so I can test it, and it's pumping fine. It's not fantastic, but it's pumping fine. So I've got to check there's not a blockage in here, and I suspect there might be one a bit further downstream there, so I'll pipe clean that out tomorrow. But yeah, well, it's pumping now, look, see? Right on cue. So I wouldn't say that was a fantastic flow. Okay, so I used some of this heavy duty wire, like an auger, to push up inside the dishwasher drain pump. I took the drain pump off and then did much violence to it. I'll show you in a minute. And then I pushed this down the pipe to give it like a pipe cleaner. I watched it go all the way into the reservoir on the left hand side, and that at least got a lot of the gunk out. I then did the same on the outlet flow, and then I put a vacuum cleaner on the end of it to suck the last bit. And see what I did violence to the actual pump enclosure. So you can see here, I got big hands and big other things, and the thing is that I can't get my hand in there, so I just had to cut this out. Now, before you get too upset, oh, it stops the water mechanism. No, there's plenty of tray in the bottom of there, and on the left hand side there's already a hole at a lower level. So all that did is to allow me to get my hand in, which was otherwise impossible. We're almost at the end of the cycle, and the hope is that it will put this into here. So now what I've done is I've traced it from the pump moves freely. I've traced it along that pipe there. You see it's still got a bit of cruft in it, but that's just edge cruft, it's not in the middle. And it's gone all the way through here, round there, up there. This is clean up to that point. I don't know what that is there, but it's not doing it in half in a minute. So now at the end of the cycle it should push the water out here, and if that all works at a good rate, I know what the rate was yesterday, then the final thing, oh yeah, I pushed the auger through there and down this pipe as far as it will go. So the final thing is to go and push the auger into here to make certain that none of these other wastes are getting clogged and stopping it from draining. So that's the idea, but as ever, this thing says there's 1 minute left, and I swear it takes more than that. There's something wrong with the timer chip, who knows? By the way, if anyone knows what that whine is, let me know. I think it's the rotors, and they started doing it. They're free to move. There's nothing, as far as I can tell, it's just the rotor going straight into the plastic. I can't see any bearings on there. Okay, this forever says 1 minute. Yeah, I mean, it's like Microsoft time. Let's wait for it to finish. Okay, I think that's the pump starting up now. And here it is about to come out. And there's more cruft coming out. That's good. We've freed some cruft. I mean, that's not a fantastic flow rate, but that's about what it was. So I suspect the problem is the other side. Let's leave it like that. So it's coming out of there. Should be going through there. It goes round here into some sort of little float chamber, if I can let you see it. There. And that's about it. There's no more water to come out, so it keeps going. Yeah, most of that is the cruft coming out of there and the other bit, but that's, yeah, it's not a fantastic rate of flow, but it's coming out. So the E24 is when it can't pump out, and so I think I've debugged the pump all the way through, you know, from inside through the pump impeller all the way through this tube. There could still be something in this tube, of course, yeah. I put a vacuum cleaner on it, and I'll give it another go. But the next thing would be for me to check the other side of this trap, because yes, they got a lot of rubbish out of that trap, yeah. So just the other side of where that demon shine is, yeah, in there. And I think I'll do that in a minute, yeah, because it's a nice thing to do on a Saturday morning when you've earned your coffee. Okay, so the first bad sign is when you take this off and you put it around that bend and you hit like chunks of something, yeah. So there's something blocked in there, and that's what the problem is. I'll have to get some pipe cleaners and clean that out. Okay, and that might be it, yeah. That is a lot of cruft in there. That stinks. Yeah, that's just, oh, put hot water in that. So that is the problem. That's why my dishwasher can't unclog. And it's good to debug it all, but that's pretty disgusting. Which ironically I'm putting straight down the same pipe here. That's congealed in. I suppose I haven't used it in a while when it was broken. So all the fat and, oh, it's like being at the seaside in Britain, yeah. Just pick that up like that. Drop that in there, because yeah, that's going to need a bit more cruft. Okay, there's more in there, so you get the idea. Oh, I can't describe the stink, and luckily I can't, but that's disgusting.
That's the problem. It's like being at the seaside in Britain, and there's even more there. Look. I don't know. I have to ask. I got a shop vac. I'll get the shop vac out because the missus will kill me if I put that in her machine. I'll be back. So there's the filth in there. She's getting it out, but this is the wet or dry. Don't use your missus's favourite one because she'll kill you. Just unplug that. Put this one in. This is a wet or dry. It's designed for this. Let's see if she can help me with this bit. Oh, don't want to break the cake. Hold up. Get that like that. Oh shit. Okay. Do you want to just try that on the wet or dry? Look. Yeah, look. Just try that. Is it? No, that's the right setting. Put that like that. Try that, love. Don't worry about that. Try that. Just try that. Yeah, but try that. There's more in the pipe. Yeah. Just put that on it, please. You're on video. Just do that and do it. Go on. Come on. Put that on there. And it's the blue button I'm pushing it.
But there's no water in it, so...
It doesn't matter. It will suck the thing out. Go on. Ready? It's the blue button, isn't it?
No.
Okay, let's see what's crapped inside it. Yeah, it's enough. Oh, that really stinks. It's worse than the seaside. Anyway, oh, whoop. That's what does it, yeah? That won't make your day. So I'm going to flush that sink out again and see how we... Oh, yeah, sorry, can I just say that? What else you got out? Look, there was a load more there like that, yeah. So when you don't use it for a while, all the grease congeals in there and then you're stuck, yeah? That's the problem. Okay. Okay, you get this rubbish here in the way, and it turns out that's just the other side of... there's a hole there that I've just taken out. Where's my finger gone? I can't see my finger. There, sorry. So there's a little clip you take out, where a pair of pliers will do it. So I'm going to put the vacuum on there and try and suck that through, see what happens. So what I found, a piece of stiff wire, I mean, I did a bottle cleaner. You can see it just moving around in there, just about, yep. Yep, and that is loosening it. Then the vacuum cleaner can start to remove it. It won't do anything on its own. It's sort of like stagnant in there. Anyway, that at least clears that. I don't know what that does. I assume it's to do with the, the clean supply, but this little sensor here. Anyway, it's still not draining properly. It might even be the control board or the pump, yeah. I mean, I might get another pump, that's 30 quid. I've cleaned this out in here by, when I took the pump out, I put a cleaner up there, pipe cleaner, got most of it off. I mean, there could be something in there. Not easy to tell that I'm taking it off. I don't really want to take it off, but I might do. Anyway, that's the next thing I'm doing is just getting that out of there. Something odd a minute ago. I held down these two buttons with the start. Someone had shown it. It came up with some error codes I'd seen, including E00, which is okay, E11, whatever. Then it went through like, I thought it was 500, but it was SO0. Now it's doing SO1, and it's loading stuff in here. Get out of the picture. So I don't know what it's doing at the moment. I cleaned that cruft from in there. Where's my finger gone? I cleaned that cruft from in there. Never really gets past there, which I mean, that almost seems to be blocked off there. I don't know under what circumstance. Now this is just to hit this sensor to tell it there's a problem. Don't know, maybe that tells you there's water in the system. Who knows? Yeah, I'm not an expert on this thing. I guess it's going through some sort of test cycle. At the moment, it's just reading water in, it's saying that, and it's doing stuff. I think I'll leave it for a little while, see what it does. Have a cup of coffee. Oh, there's a funny symbol down here. I don't know what that looks like. I've got a piece of paper. Hang on. No, it's moved on to something else now. So it's taking water in. It's spinning round. Maybe it's checking that out. What's it saying now? SO1 still. I guess it's doing some sort of test cycle. Again, there's no water there. Sometimes it goes in. I think it needs a new pump. About £30. Because I think we've changed everything else out. There doesn't seem to be a block. I've chased the block from under there. I've chased it into the side there. Pipe work is good. Anyway, let's let it. It clicks in there now, so maybe it's doing something to this program to check it out. Who knows? Yeah, it's gone to SO3 now. I thought it was 503, but SO3. I'll leave it running and see what it does. I'm going to warm myself with a decent coffee whilst I'm doing this. Nice Lavetza. And what it seems to do is it puts like a square, I guess it's so you can check that the LED is not broken, yeah? It's still on SO3, it's been doing that for a while. Hey look, I love the way it goes woo on the camera. So I'll leave that running, I'm going to play my bass amp. That cup of coffee did well because it finished, it's just stopped on S20, I don't know what that means. And there's lots of heat and steam coming out of it. I don't know if there's any water in the bottom because it's what the missus said this morning. Oh, no there isn't, there's only water. Oh, there is water in the bottom, look, wait a minute. There's water in the bottom there, S20, so maybe that means it's on step 20 and that might be... I'll have to look up to see if there's an indication of what S20 means, but that hasn't drained there. But that means I suspect the motor or some cable going into the motor has got loose. I'll have to... Maybe it's still in the middle of something, so what I'll do is I'll try and see if I can read this up. It's undocumented, but we'll have a look. So test 53, it's gone to 54 now, it's a bit weird. It fills up all the way up there. I was ready to crap my pants, yeah? So it filled it all the way up. It says it said something about an overflow. I found the code, so I'll post a link. So far I haven't seen loads of water pissing out all over the floor. If I did though, I don't know what I'd do. I'd burn the house down probably. So I don't know what it's doing. It's filled it all the way up. It's never done that before. I think it's supposed to hit some sensor that tells it, hey dude, this is a problem. There's the bubbles going up. Now it's on 55, sensor 55, or setting 55, 56. It did something there. Oh look, something's cycling down here now, look. It started emptying stuff down there, this is exciting. Oh, something went through there. More bubbles, it's like Aquaman. But I'm glad I tightened this all up properly. Otherwise it could have been a disaster. To be fair, I suppose that's why they don't ask normal people to do this. Not that I'm saying I'm abnormal, well I am, but not to say I'm superhuman, I'm just experimenting, yeah. It feels a bit wet down there now, actually, maybe something is leaking. Oh no, that's just my floor feels wet. It's not coming out of there, I don't know why my floor feels wet there. It is actually wet, but I don't know why. I don't know what it's doing, we'll find out. Okay, so at the end of the cycle E24, which is what we know, it's the pump not pumping. So what I need to check, as someone suggested, is the wires coming from here to make certain they're all connected and not loose. You can't do that with the power on, you will probably hurt yourself badly, so don't do that. And there is a way to pump this stuff. Let's look inside in a minute. So there's the water stuck, yeah, like it said. Okay, I got it back in the 001 mode, and the mistake I made, now I shut it and it should start the pump. Let's have a go. Yeah, you can hear it. So it should drain that out, and you hear it, and it stops, yeah? Now it's working. So I think there must be some resistance. You hear it started and stopped. Yeah, so I think I need a new pump. Everything else is clear as far as I know. Trying to get it through there, and it's really finding it hard, yeah. Now it's started to work, but I think during the cycle it doesn't try that hard, yeah. And there's not a lot of, you know, flow going through here. This is the waste. This has all been cleaned. I don't think this is a problem in here, or sorry, the other pipe. So I think it's the pump, yeah. It's been there. You can see that the flow is only just around there, yeah. So I think that's the pump not pumping that well. Right, it says it's finished. Now let's see if it goes to 0-0 when we... Yeah, look, it says 0-0. So it's happy there now. So I think it needs a new pump. I'm prepared to spend £30 on that. I mean, hell, it's going to cost me much to take the stuff to the dump, so it's probably worth it. Let me give that a go. Everything else seems to check out, yeah?